Hello world. Welcome back to another episode of the Tell Me About It podcast, the TMAI podcast, where we're going to learn, to unlearn, or al revés. So, or al revés is a Spanish word that means or vice versa, meaning we are going to learn, to unlearn, or unlearn to learn, right? My name is Tabi Mudeu, your host, and I am so excited to be here. So, last Thursday, I talked about, Reminisce the Retreat with Me. That's the new series that I am going to be tackling in this short period of, time. And you know what? I really don't want to back you with this knowledge that I, got. Yani sitaki kuwe yangu peke yangu. I want to share it with you people. That is why Reminisce the Retreat with Me. So, last session I talked about sexual purity. So today I'm going to be talking about parental wounding. A moment of silence for trauma. Because, anyways, so let me tell you the new words that I learned. But I learned new words from this session. Yeah, parental wounding. Wewe ilikuwa triggering kidogo, manake unaguzia vitu zenye nimeamua nitoke kwa nyumba niache kuzifikiria. I am coming to this retreat camp, to experience, be one with nature and forget about the home troubles, and then you're telling me about parental wounding. Anyways, new words I learned from this session. The first one is trauma understanding. Most of us have always known trauma to be the event that happened. But it is actually how that event impacted you. Sasa hiyo ndo trauma. Now that's the meaning of trauma. How that event impacted you. Sasa hiyo ndo trauma, guys. Nimewachanua. Second, another new word I learned is neuroplasticity. In short, renewal of your mind. Neuroplasticity. So neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to change and adapt due to experiences. So this brings out the way we respond to trauma. Because we have fight, flight, freeze, or phony. Again, nimewafunza vitu zingine ngapi? 4. How you respond to trauma. You're either gonna fight, you're either gonna flight, uondoke hapo uende, sijasema upande ndege, and you are also going to maybe freeze, or you're either going to be phony. Yeah. And then let me tell you, parental wounding. Sasa hapa ndo tunaingiza mom and dad, mother and father wounds. Yeah, mother and father wounds. And you know what? Let me start with father wounds. A father is your first representation of the world. By the way, did you know that your father is the first representation of the world? Like your mom umeishi kwa tumbo yake for 9 months. You've actually bonded mkiwa hapo. And then now the person who's gonna, be the first representation of your world is your dad. Now, this is how father wounds are, seen in your life. This is how they present themselves. Validation seeking, over independence. You can have patterns of love distancing, narcissism, selfishness, extreme selfishness, overachieving. Where? Because you want your father to see you. Absent responsibility taking. You can also have trust issues. Manze, father wounds. Those are some of the examples of how they present themselves in our lives. And then mother wounds. Your mom is your first safe space. Because, she just alikurentisha tumbo yake for 9 months to sell your part. So she's the first safe space that you have ever experienced in your life. And then when that safe space is taken out, in short, when your mother is not present in your life, mother wounds are going to present themselves as ya kwanza ni self-criticism. Manze, utakuwa na self-criticism ingine hapo, cause let me tell you, you're going to have self-criticism. You're going to look down upon yourself. Vibaya sana. So those are some of, that is one of it. Hizo zingine nitaziweka kwenye comment section so that you can be able to fill in. Hizi mother wounds sitawaambia. I need you to tell me about them in the comment section. I'm gonna engage you, my viewers. Tupatane comment section. Tell me about mother wounds. How can they present themselves in your lives apart from self-criticism? And then you know what? The last part of it. Again, niko na journal. Wewe uko na journal? Je, wewe una journal? The last part is questions. These questions are going to assist you with inner healing, manze. Because you need to heal so that you cannot bleed on others. You know what? Heal, manze. Heal so that you don't bleed on other people, because they actually don't deserve it. Yeah, so these questions are going to assist with your inner healing in the areas of parental wounding. The first one is, what did they do well? And by they, I mean your mom and your dad. We're talking about parental wounding, okay? So the first question is, what did they do well? Sasa ungekuwa na journal, ungekuwa unaandika tu hizi maswali so that you can go and reflect later. Lakini hauna journal, ni kama na advertise journal, guys. Anyways, it's important. The second question is, what did you learn from them? Because yeah, you did learn something from your mom, you did learn something from your dad, or from the parental figure that has always been in your life. And the third one is, what did they do to hurt you? Nini yonyo walifanyika kuumiza? And then the fourth one is, what do you wish you could have done differently? The fifth question is, what would you need to forgive your parents for? Manzi. Just, chukua journal. Just write this question down. Go and take time and reflect. Reflect. Inner healing ni muhimu, manze. Inner healing, kitu muhimu tena sana. Mtu asikudanganye. Inner healing is very important. And then you know what? The other thing that I learned from this session that was so wow, because kukona is this thing, you cannot heal from the environment that broke you. You cannot heal from the environment that hurt you. Sasa, you are young, hauna kazi, you've been traumatized, you want to heal, and then unaniambia ni change environment. Sina kazi, nitahama aje? Nitahama aje, nitaenda wapi? Anyway, so this is one thing that the person who was leading this session, alituambia kuhusu, she talked about this and she said, you know what? You can heal from the environment that hurt you. Because you know why? You can you can shift your mind to a different place. Yes, physically uko hapo kwa hiyo nyumba, lakini in your mind you're living in a different world. You're living in a different home setting. Now, hiyo ni ya kukushikilia until you can now move to a different environment physically. And it's actually tricky because triggers are gonna be there each and every day. Did you know that human beings are triggered each and every minute, each and every day, Yeah, they are. And you know what? You can't heal when you're in that same environment. Check him and say, huh? Yo, retreat, that camp was fire. Wow, nikiangalia the 3 objectives: live there empowered, bonding, and have fun. The living there empowered, it really did empower me. It helped me understand that yes, you can heal from that same environment. And you will. So guys, thank you for watching this episode. Yes, bado sijamaliza hii series yangu ya Reminisce the retreat with me. Bado sijamaliza. But before that, wewe mwenye hauja subscribe, I can see you. subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you'll be the first person to be notified whenever I upload videos. And lastly, do not forget to follow the other social media platforms of the Tell Me About It podcast on Instagram and on TikTok. See you next Thursday with another video. Tupatane comment section. Mother wounds, how they represent themselves. Bye!